Jesus is over the moon after getting his recall back to the national team. That has been courtesy of Anthony, Man United player that has been dropped because of his charges that are really put on him by her girlfriend, though the law hasn't gone ahead to obviously give them the benefit of doubt. So, welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a day. This is the Arsenal News Show and we are back like we never left as we talk about Nketiah's first day at the English national team camp in there for you, and Rice, Saliba and Declan Rice updates also as far as their national team duties are really concerned. Smash the like button close to 400 times. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, Jesus went ahead and tormented Diego Dallo yesterday. Guys, it's one of those things that are really making news all over the world. I think it's the best meme that was going ahead to be posted today all over the world. That meme of Jesus and Dallo, it has been everywhere, and I think most of you have gone ahead to get catch of it. And I would like obviously to show you something about it and obviously see what has gone ahead to trend about this move. That's how Jesus send Dallo down back to Portugal, all back to Manchester in a very thrilling mode altogether. And this photo has trended. It has trended today more than any photo in the world. Jesus putting in the composure that most people went ahead to obviously don't even expect of him, because this guy, if he's getting chances like this, he's not going to miss. I've always gone ahead and obviously told Arsenal fans all over the world that watch this channel that I don't see any reason that backs people's allegations on Gabriel Jesus that he's not a 20-goal striker a season. Now, for someone to be a 20-goal striker a season, he needs to be having midfielders that obviously create chances for him. Now, do you know that for the entire 20-25 minutes that Jesus was onto the field of play, this is the only chance he got, right? And it seemed what created Bukayo Saka a chance that saw him really miss out onto that close range. That close range with Onana, you know. So for this, I would like to let you know that Jesus is a player with potential, and I think if Arsenal continues to obviously create chances for him, he has the potential to become a striker that can obviously score 20 goals in the Premier League. And with the Champions League back on the cards, with Arsenal having Sevilla, PSV, and which other team? Let me look at the group. Arsenal's Champions League fixtures, and really let you know what I've been talking about, because Arsenal is really doing wonders, and he can score against PSV. He can obviously put in a shift against RC Rennes, even Sevilla itself. So this is the time for people to be proven to them that this guy is obviously one of the best. Now, after sitting down Diego Dallo, as you've seen into those photos, Gabriel Jesus has been officially recalled to the Brazilian national team. Now, we've been told by the website coming in from Brazil, that is the Brazilian national team, that Gabriel Jesus has been called up to the Brazilian national team squad for their upcoming World Cup qualifiers against Bolivia and Peru, joining Gabriel Magalhaes and Gabriel Martinelli after Man United winger Anthony was dropped with immediate effect. Now, if you never know what happened to Anthony had really something that was not really going well to his ship. He broke up with a girl called Gabriela, and Gabriela has gone ahead to file domestic violence cases against Anthony. And Anthony has been seen out of the national team of Brazil, and that has gone ahead to cost him a lot as a player of Manchester United and Brazil. So after Anthony was really thrown under the bus, the manager or the caretaking manager, who is obviously going to be there until Ancelotti comes in through, has gone ahead to confirm to us that it's now Gabriel Jesus that has gone ahead to be given the chance to do the needful for the for the national team of Brazil. And to me, I've seen one of the good journalists, formerly an Arsenal correspondent for Goal, that is Charles Watts, claiming that Jesus would have gone ahead to stay at Arsenal to obviously do his recovery very, very well. But if a player has started to come off the field, has started to come off the bench and play some minutes for Arsenal, that means that player is fit. And for my case, I believe in going to play for Brazil, he is obviously going to get more match fitness, and that's where you want him. The reason as to why Arteta has not been playing Gabriel Jesus and starting him because he's number 1, number 9, or centre forward at Arsenal is simple. He has been lacking much fitness, and these two fixtures that Brazil are going to play in the World Cup qualifiers with Gabriel Jesus there are going to help him really up his match fitness, and by the time he returns back to Arsenal, he's obviously going to be fit, because there is no reason of keeping him at the club of Arsenal without playing competitive football. It has been out for close to a month and not playing any game. That is Gabriel Jesus for you. So as it stands, it's all about this man. And secondly, as you saw Thomas Partey go to the Brazil national team with the physio of Arsenal, I believe the doctors of Arsenal are in contact with the doctors of the Brazilian national team to obviously see to it that Gabriel Jesus comes in through and obviously be protected very, very well. I don't think that they're going to play him 90 minutes straight away. No way. I think he's just going to play in like some 45 or 30 minutes. Then in the next game, he might really pull out to play some good number of minutes, and I think he'll be really ready to come in through and play for the club of Arsenal. Remember, he last played for Brazil in the World Cup. I think they are playing Cameroon in the group stages, and he got an injury that kept him out for 3 months, and returned back, played very well, and towards the beginning of the season he had a problem with his knee again. That is Gabriel Jesus. So Jesus is back at the Brazilian national team doing wonders and hustling it out to Richarlison, and you cannot convince me that Richarlison is a better center forward than Gabriel Jesus. And everyone who is trying to sell that idea and thought is really naive about the game of football. Look at the World Cup, he read the line, scored only 2 goals. And Jesus last season scored, were they 10 goals for Arsenal? I think 11 goals for Arsenal last season, and those were in the Premier League. And for Richarlison only scored 1. So I think Jesus is a better center forward. He brings in more energy. He's a more composed player. He makes players that play around him look more better and better and better. So I see no reason as to why they should even rely on to Richarlison. I think Jesus is the man to reckon with at the Brazilian national team to obviously score those goals for them. And I think it was one of the factors that obviously limited the chances of Brazil to win the World Cup when Jesus really got off, because when he got the injury and he flew back to England to undergo his surgery, they never had another option of a center forward, right? So that is it for Gabriel Jesus, and he's doing wonders there. And I think it benefits both sides, especially Arsenal, that Jesus is going to get in ample playing time, and by the time he returns to Arsenal, as Arsenal prepares to go in the Champions League, Premier League, and play away at Everton, that will be something great for Arsenal to obviously try and really see their player improve on his fitness. Now, Nketiah, he was really included into the England national team squad for the very first time, having started this season on a high. 4 games played, 2 goals and 1 assist. That is Nketiah, and this is how he arrived today at the training camp of England. That is Nketiah, man of the day, and making his first call for England. That is him. That is Nketiah doing his stuff, and that is him with Aaron Ramsdale and Jude Bellingham seated, trying to obviously have a chat in between them together, and this is him with Jude Bellingham welcoming him to the England national team. And when you look at Nketiah, one will ask himself, is he really going to go ahead and obviously get some minutes? I believe he's going to get minutes in his legs because he is really a very good striker, and that shows you that today Arsenal has 3 players at the national team of England. Bukayo Saka, therefore Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, Nketiah, and Aaron Ramsdale. So we wait and see whether he's going to make his England debut in the 2 games England is going to play in all during the international break. Now, Declan Rice, how he arrived, that is Declan Rice for you, arriving for the England national team duty after scoring a winner against my team, that is Manchester United, over the weekend. Bukayo Saka, always smiling, happy boy, God's child. That's what he calls himself. He talked about the Bible that his father gave him when he's still young, that he reads every day, to obviously see him go through everything. That is Bukayo Saka, all smiles. Then we got William Saliba arriving at the French national team camp to obviously do the national team duty, and that is William Saliba. So that is what we're going to head to get so far from the Arsenal players, and tomorrow I think we're going to get more and more and more of these. But your thoughts on Jesus back onto the national team duty are welcome in the comment section. But do you think Nketiah is going to make his debut for the English national team? All that and more into the comment section below. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm the living true. God bless you abundantly. The Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barak Love Fikum. I sign out for now. See you later when God allows us to talk to one another.